I 3-1M and partner to 8F. How do I reclaim my relationship after my girlfriend's best friend took over, or make this poly relationship a go with some rules? So, I'm posting this to get some outside perspectives and maybe some advice on how to navigate this situation. My name is Alex, 31 and bi, and I've been married to my wife, Evie, 28 and bi, for almost 4 years now. We've been together for about 7 years in total, and our relationship has always been really solid. We met on Bumble back in 2017, and we clicked right away. She's smart, funny, and just an all-around great person. Early on, Evie came out to me as bisexual, which I fully supported. I was the first person she confided in, and I helped her come out to her family and friends. Over time, we joke about her being attracted to women, maybe point out someone we thought was attractive, but it was always just casual talk. Our marriage felt strong, and I didn't think anything could shake that foundation. We both have always been great at confiding each other. We were really good in communication and just a safe space. Had tons of vulnerable conversations, and we both supported each other. But things started to change around 2023 when Evie started getting close with a coworker who just started, Kira. They hit it off right away, and at first, I didn't think much of it. Oh me, this was amazing that she made a new friend and started having a social life as we moved away from our country. It was much harder for her to meet our friends. I knew this had a toll on her. But soon enough, they were spending more time together, texts, drinks after work, the usual. I didn't feel threatened. I thought it was just Evie making a new friend. Then, one night, I think it was around October 2023, after a few drinks, the topic of threesomes came up. It was a joke at first, didn't give it much thought as we were not looking for it, and were content with just us. But Kira messaged me a few days later asking if I was serious. After some back and forth, I agreed, thinking it could be something fun and experimental for our relationship. Evie never really got a chance to explore that part of being attracted to another woman. However, I forgot to point out Kira told me she was queer though. She's a lesbian, and now thinking about it, I think she said that to get to my wife without it sounding like it was cheating. I was confused how that would work, so that's why I thought it was a joke. But she seemed serious. She'd be down for it. But as she has never been with a guy, she said, would it be okay if I get to her Evie more first so I'm comfortable? Looking back, I think she was manipulating me to get close to my wife. I'm such a F***ing idiot. I don't know exactly when, but late 2023. One night, I came home early to find Evie and Kira on the couch, in the middle of something. The two didn't feel guilty as Kira explained I gave her blessing. However, later Evie knew this was affecting me and said we can stop. We talked about it, but finding out as part of the process from Evie's words, I reluctantly agreed. A year passed. We did have a couple of threesomes in the end. Nothing spectacular. The last we had, I did feel pushed out as Kira was on top making out with my wife and pushed me away and took over. But this was on like a one-time thing, because they still spend time with each other. And then, Kira's lease ended, and Evie asked if she could move in temporarily. I wasn't exactly thrilled about it, but I agreed. That was when things started getting complicated. Kira became a permanent part of our lives, and I couldn't ignore the fact that Evie and she were becoming much closer, to a point where she's sharing a bed with her on most nights. But we didn't spend as much time together as we did, and she seemed to be cuddling up to Kira when we watched a film more often. Then, in December 2024, Evie told me she was pregnant. We've been trying for years, it's not been successful until now, so I was excited at first. This is the best news possible, but things took another turn when Evie told me she had developed romantic feelings for Kira and wanted her to be her girlfriend and be poly. She was honest with me about being in love with both of us, and she wasn't sure how this was going to work, but was determined to make it work somehow. Evie suggested counseling as she knew my concerns and wanted to make me happy, but she couldn't dismiss her love for her girlfriend. Plus, she wants Kira to be involved as a co-parent. Kira always wanted to be a mom. TBH, reading some of your comments, I do feel like I was treated like a sperm donor, hence why we had more than one threesome. Has anyone else dealt with something like this? How do you navigate these feelings when the boundaries start to blur and your relationship changes in ways you didn't expect? Any advice would be appreciated.